Classic edition, The Velveteen Rabbit. A touch and feel lift the blackboard book. There was once a Velveteen Rabbit. In the beginning, he was really splendid. He was fat and bunchy, as a rabbit should be. His coat was spotted, brown and white. His ears were lined with pink sateen. He was naturally shy, and being only made of velveteen, some of the more expensive toys quite snubbed him. This is really soft texture. It's like feeling a little bunny rabbit. It's soft, it's velvet. You can hear the difference in the sound. The little sound of the bunny. So soft, so velvety. Feels so good. The only one who was kind to him at all was the Skin Horse. He was very wise, for he had seen many expensive toys, and he knew that they were only toys and would never turn into anything else. "What is real?" asked the rabbit one day. "Real isn't how you're made," said the Skin Horse. "It's a thing that happens to you when a child loves you for a long time. By the time you are real, you get loose in the joints and very shabby. But once you are real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand." This feels soft too. It's like a soft texture. Feels good. It's soft. Almost like a bunny rabbit. The Skin Horse is very soft. Near the house was a wood. One evening, while the rabbit was lying there alone, he saw two strange beings. They were rabbits like himself, but quite furry and brand new. They stared at him, and the little rabbit stared back, and all the time their noses twitched. "He hasn't got any hind legs. He doesn't smell right," the wild rabbits exclaimed, jumping back. "He isn't a rabbit at all. He isn't real." here, there's a rabbit that you can peel, and there's flowers. The flowers are a little gritty. Rabbit is soft. Even the ladybug is soft. Presently the boy got better. The room was to be disinfected, and all the books and toys that the boy had played with in bed were to be burned. How about this old bunny? Nana asked. That? Said the doctor. Why, it's a mess of germs. Burn it at once. Bunny is soft. And so the little rabbit was put into a sack and carried out to the garden. The little rabbit felt very lonely. A real tear trickled down his little shabby velvet nose and fell to the ground. The burlap sack is itchy. Hear it? It's an itchy burlap sack. Look at the tear. The little tear on the rabbit's eye. Where the tear had fallen, a flower grew out of the ground. The blossom opened, and out of it stepped a fairy. I am the Nursey Magic Fairy, she said. I take care of all the playthings that children have left. When they are old and worn out, I turn them real. Wasn't I real before? Asked the little rabbit. You were real to the boy, the fairy said, because he loved you. Now you will be real to everyone. Flowers feel pretty. But the little rabbit sat quite still for a moment, for he didn't want them to see what he was made all in one piece. He did not know that the fairy had changed him. Just then something tickled his nose, and before he thought what he was doing, he lifted one of his hind legs to scratch it. He actually had hind legs. Instead of dingy velveteen, he had soft and shiny fur. He was a real rabbit at last. The season passed, and in the spring, the boy went out to play in the world and saw two rabbits. One of them had string marking under his fur, and the boy thought to himself, why, it looks just like my old bunny. But he never knew that it was his own bunny come back to look at the child who helped him to be real. We're going to lift the plant, and as you can see, there are the bunnies. They're looking at the boy who has grown. He's no longer a little child. It's now that. He's got a shiny hat.